Listen, basis loaded, bottom of the ninth. I want to talk about Shannon Sharp settling. And to everybody out there, I'm telling you, get your pick of the litter. If you get your pick of the litter, you're not going to treat her bad. And I'm going to say this again. If you get the pick of the litter, you are not going to treat a woman bad. Listen, when it comes to Shannon Sharp, I do believe the majority of the men in the industry, they don't have any respect for women. And the reason that I say this is because in order to get the woman that overlooked them, they literally had to go to a lodge and sell their soul. I do believe that. So it makes sense for a man to be famous like Sean Combs or Shannon Sharp and disrespect women. They're disrespecting women that are free. They're disrespecting women that have free will. They're disrespecting innocent women within a sense, because when it's all said and done, everybody is not down with the get down. Shannon Sharp, this is not his first rodeo. And the fact that it's not his first rodeo, when it's all said and done, he is literally preying on the weak. He's a wolf. See, Shannon Sharp, I don't care what anybody say. He could laugh. He could walk around with orange purses, looking like a bottle of Sunkiss. You feel me? The 2-liter. But when it's all said and done, Shannon Sharp is a wolf. And this is why I want to talk about wolves. A lot of people, they're now enjoying the content talking about wolves. But when it's all said and done, wolves love to laugh. Wolves love to smile. Don't ever think at one moment Shannon Sharp is not a wolf. You got to remember who his right-hand man is. His right-hand man is Ocho Cinco. Ocho Cinco, literally, when I was growing up, once upon a time, Ocho Cinco straight unfiltered gorilla. Not in a good way, not in a movement, not in breaking free for mental conditioning and mental generational curses like unfiltered gorilla. But no, he went unfiltered gorilla on a woman straight. You feel me? And literally forehead like a pack of gushes. That's Shannon Sharp right-hand man. They got a show together. It's called Nightcap. Wolves roll with wolves. So when it's all said and done, a lot of people that love Shannon Sharp, these are probably sheep. This is how the game goes. The sheep loves the wolf because they feel that the wolf, there's something about him. When it's all said and done, the wolf is weak. When it's all said and done, this woman told Shannon Sharp that he got to pay $25K a cheek. When it's all said and done, she was 19, but she was a wolf. She was a wolf. You guys have to understand, a lot of people, men are mad at women because they gave up. Men are mad at women because they can't afford to pay to play. So the real anger from men, it comes with, oh, women demand a lot from us. What do they want from you? They want us to make 6 figures. That's easy. They want us to make 200,000. That's easy. They want us to make 300K. That's still easy. They want us to make $500,000. Listen, map it out, trap it out. That's still easy. They want us to make 700,000. That's easy. They want us to make $1 million, be a millionaire in the making. It's easy. Every step of the way. A lot of these women are really not asking for much, especially living down south and being in a small town. Shout out to Rocky Mount. Shout out to Reedsville. Shout out to the outskirts. Shout out to Hickory. You feel me? Like, shout out to Statesville. Shout out to the small towns. There's a lot of small towns out there. You feel me? Shout out to Winston-Salem. Shout out to Greensboro. So you got a lot of small towns where if you literally online make about $250,000 a year, you're set. So let's be real. Shannon Sharp is literally from the South. Why would he do something like this? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because what happens is Shannon Sharp has something to prove. He has to, listen, it's peer pressure, bro. When it's all said and done, peer pressure is what makes men lose everything. Because when it's all said and done, in order to be the fake alpha male, and when I say fake, they're robotic. If an alpha male say, look what I got, somebody say, well, look what I got. It's a fight for who could get the most flesh. It's stupid. If you have a brain, Shannon Sharp would never even be in this situation. So he settled, which meant that he was guilty. He lost sponsorships over catnip. He lost sponsorships. Now, people laugh at Travis Hunter, but they don't laugh at Shannon Sharp. And why is that? Because when it's all said and done, Travis Hunter treats his women good. They don't like it when you treat your woman good. Doesn't matter if the woman used to be a freak. It doesn't matter if she danced. Travis Hunter treats his woman good. He treats her like royalty. And people don't like that because what happens is they want the man and the woman to be at war. Let me tell you guys something. This woman is literally 19. She's probably 21 at the moment. She probably cashed out. She is now a multi-millionaire. Multi-grain, whatever you want to call it. She's probably up about 30 to 60 M's off of lust. When it's all said and done, when I tell guys, listen, control your lust, people say, oh, you a tether. Call me what you want, but look at Shannon Sharp. He had a cough up. Listen, Shannon Sharp offered this woman 10 mil. Look how she doubled down on him. She played him. She's a wolf, bro. Times are changing. It was a time, you had the little sugar daddies. You could get whatever you like. It was a time for that. Sugar daddies are now instinct. These guys are now like pterodactyls, and that's the problem with Shannon Sharp. He's 57. He grew up in a generation where sugar daddies got respect. They put the money on the counter. That's $1,200, and I spread it, and I'll get your groceries, and I'll get your milk tomorrow. That's his generation. See, the problem with generation is you gotta understand the signs of the times. You gotta watch and pray. When it's all said and done, when I was growing up, they had songs, rap songs. It was like, listen, you're headed for self-destruction. Shannon Sharp got to know that song. He has to know about you're heading for self-destruction. When you lusting, guess what? You're heading for self-destruction. One more time. You're heading for self-destruction. Not, it takes two to tango, but self-destruction. Shannon Sharp did this to himself. When it's all said and done, Shannon Sharp is a wolf. He might make people laugh. He might make people cry. He might do a Cat Williams podcast, but he's a wolf. And when it's all said and done, the only thing in Shannon Sharp's mind is, who could I step on? That's all they care about. When the cameras are off, when the cameras are not rolling, Shannon Sharp is trying to step on something. A lot of people don't understand, but the job of a wolf is to step on something. The job of a wolf is this: fear and disrespect. It's only two things that a wolf moves off of. It's fear and disrespect. Shannon Sharp is disrespectful towards women, so he will take on anything without standards. He doesn't have standards for himself. Shannon Sharp doesn't have self-respect. Most guys in the industry, they don't have self-respect because they had to get in position to get in position. So respect for self is lost. I don't care what anybody say. I'd rather take the scenic route. If you see somebody blowing up fast out of nowhere, let them have that. Let them have that. The turtle will always win the race. And I'm gonna say this again, the turtle and the rabbit, the turtle will always win the race. I can make 50 million and I could be on a boat with 30 women and not touch anything. Listen, when it's all said and done, I don't need to reach out. In all humbleness, I'm of royalty. If anything, she reach out and want to touch me, but I don't have to touch her. I'm of royalty. If I got a boat and it's 50 women on a boat, listen, let that man get past. Let that man get past. It's his boat. It's my boat. I'm not going on another man's boat. I'm going on my boat. If it's my boat, why do I need to touch a woman on my boat? In my universe, in my world, in my first person view, why do I need to touch a woman? I don't need to touch any woman. Now, some women at grocery stores, they do hug me. Outside of that, I don't need to touch a woman. Now, if a woman, give you a little hug, yeah, I'll give you a little hug. Ain't nothing wrong with a little hug, especially when you're on 4K surveillance cameras. But when it's all said and done, listen, Shannon Sharp is disrespectful. Shannon Sharp wanted to put fear in that younger woman. Shannon Sharp, literally, that's what wolves do. He is 57 and he wanted to put fear in that woman. That man, that man was not playing with that he wanted to control her. Shannon Sharp was literally moving like a wolf. Now, with that being said, Shannon Sharp, literally, this is not his first rodeo. This is up his alley. He rolls with Chad Ochocinco, a head buster, a female head buster. Most of these guys, they don't love women. They just want to use women. When it's all said and done, I don't care what anybody says. I'm about to snap. We got at least 5 more minutes left, or even 7. But when it's all said and done, let's just go 7, so we can really break down Shannon Sharp downfall. he still needs to prove things to people. He had the IG Live where he was like, oh, don't run from this. He needs to prove things. Listen, people could talk about me like I didn't really move around Baltimore City. I don't have anything to prove. Like, I really survived the home of the wire. Like, from 18 to 23, we was bending corners in the home of the wire. I was bending corners before Jello in the home of the wire. They made a documentary about the home of the wire. When it's all said and done, I don't have anything to prove. I literally came out the home of the wire. So if I came out the home of the wire, you could call me whatever you need to call me. When it's all said and done, I thank God to be alive. And once again, I thank God I survive. And I'm gonna say this again, you could call me whatever, but it's one thing for sure. I thank God that I'm alive. And another thing is, I thank God that I survive. It's only by God's grace that I'm still here. But whatever you got to say about me, I'm not gonna bring a woman in the background. I'm not gonna tell you that I get women. I don't have to do that, because then it's something to prove to who? Shannon Sharp lost sponsorships to try to prove to Chad Ochocinco, I'm better than you. 9 out of 10, most men that deal with women that they don't like, they use these women as a background. Just how I use this as a background, most guys use women as a background. I know it's crazy, but we gotta call it for what it is. Most men do not love women. They use them as arm candy. If they have a social event, they will call women that are working women. 9 out of 10, the 19-year-old at the time, she was a woman on a mission. I wouldn't even call her working woman. I call them WOAMs, WOAM. And that stands for Women on a Mission. I would probably have to write a whole book about this. I understand women on a mission. That's why I always stayed away from them. I never mess with women on a mission in my life. One time, somebody had my resources in the Dominican Republic, and he picked up 2 women in Spanish. They came back to the hotel, because when it's all said and done, listen, I can't even really feel any type of way about it, because it's like, ew, bro, this is disgusting. They're not to be judgmental, but why do I need to pay for a woman time when I am of royalty? Most men will pay for a woman time. It doesn't matter if they're a gringo, it doesn't matter if they're local, because like when I went to the DR,